Infrastructure, Transport and Logistics by Alexander Moramis. Well, the main question comes here: how infrastructure, transport, and logistics contribute to competitiveness in a manufacturing company. Well, a company makes the difference between its competitors because of its cost and the perception that its customers have in relation to the products they receive from it. For this reason, it is necessary to optimize times of delivery and receipt of its inputs, orders, and other services that constitute the operative and financial part of the company. All of this is possible through an appropriate logistics process. So that is the pillar I want to talk about. Here it is very important to take into account the factors that contribute to competitiveness. So the first one is optimization of the time in the production process and the product delivery. The second, diversity and improvement of transport infrastructure. And the third, a high customer services quality. They three are very important in the developing of competitiveness. So, when developing competitiveness in a company, there are two important main activities inside the company. In this case, the manufacturing company. So, a company is based in those two activities I mentioned. So, the first one is the primary ones, and the second one are the supporting ones. So, the primary ones develop the productive process from the physical part. So, it means it's related to supply, production, distribution, marketing, and sales. And the supporting activities, as the word said, supports the primary activities. So it involves provision of infrastructure, human and technological resources, and finance. So in here it comes the pillar, the logistics. So what is its role? It coordinates the primary activities. So in this coordination, it's possible to get resources saving and service efficiency. These both aspects lead or may allow the company to have a competitive advantage. Being competitive is what all companies want. So this manufacturing company can develop advantages in different aspects in different parts of the process. And the most important ones, to develop are the cost reduction and time reduction. So it's clear that when you have low costs and a good product, so a customer is going to be more interested. And if you can deliver the product in a short time, so it makes your company better in customer service. So having cost and time reductions, it's the perfect team to have a successful and competitive company. So it's important to reduce costs of production and final product. And in terms of time, it's important to reduce that time since the process starts and to the final part, the final stage that is delivery to the customer. So when you reduce both of these things, so it is possible to have a higher company competitiveness. Well, and here I wanted to include the national government because I think it can play a very important role in the company development of competitiveness. Why? because it can strengthen the road infrastructure to make the transport of the product easier. Uh, Secondly, it can increase the efficiency in the port services. So it means when the product arrives to the port, so it can work in the human resources to make it better, to have more people available there to work. And the last one is providing subsidies on transport freight and payments. So it can decrease the company investment in transportation. So it would be great because they could save some money in that process.